everyone. You're watching B&E Adventures. I'm Elaine. This is Brett.
Hey everybody, we're going to tell you about our time in Mississippi. So in Mississippi, we stayed just outside of Jackson, Mississippi, and Clinton, Mississippi. Thanks Carla and Willie for the recommendation.
Yes.
We had a good time. I knew that that area was part of the Natchez Trace, which is a trail. It's actually a national park that runs from Natchez, Mississippi, all the way up till Nashville, Tennessee. And you know, in the fall, a lot of people go there to see the leaves change colors, and it's a really beautiful drive. There's no commercial vehicles allowed on that road, and so it's just a really nice drive. But it's also got a lot of history, and it goes back to the Native American tribes and how we've interacted with them as part of the U.S. history. You know, in the South, there's a lot of cowboys and Indian stuff, but really the Native Americans today, as you go through, there's a lot of highways that cross Native American land. In fact, when we were in the northwestern portion of Washington State, that was tribal land. When we were at the Four Corners, that's tribal land. When we were at the casino, that's tribal land.
Casino in New Mexico.
In New Mexico, where we stayed, yeah. So there's a lot of tribal land and embedded history that is shared between the Native Americans and USA Today. We coexist together, and it's pretty interesting to see that as we've been on our travels throughout the USA over the last 3 months. We've just been kind of interacting on and off, and so this video is a little bit more dedicated to the Natchez Trace history, but there's only a few stops I did. It's a 300-mile plus trail, and I only did like 15 miles. So enjoy this quick little video of our time in Mississippi.
All right. And like I always say, please like and subscribe, comment, ask questions, history, whatever. Brett loves questions, former teacher as he is. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Peace.
Hey everybody, we are about to cross over the Mississippi River. So we're in Arkansas, heading toward Mississippi, and crossing back over the Mississippi River again. And last time we crossed the Mississippi, I think we were maybe in Minnesota area, and I was reading about the headwaters and how some people would canoe the whole length of the Mississippi River, starting up in, I think, Minnesota, and going all the way down, I guess, to Louisiana. And it sounds like quite an adventure. I'm sure they have some brilliant sights that they see. It looks like there's some sandy beaches that way and that way, and a lot of trees on each side. On our drive, we also saw some of the feeder canals and a lot of houses next to the river with docks and good boat access. So hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll see you a little bit more in Mississippi. Hey everybody, it's Brett. I am taking the Natchez Trace Parkway, and so I had read about this. It's kind of a beautiful trail, and as you can see, it's just surrounded by trees, and so it should be a nice, peaceful drive. I'm sure there'll be some other interesting stuff along the way. I'm sure when the trees change color, this is one of the best drives, because it's, you know, just trees, both sides. So anyway, I'm going to go explore it, and I'll let you know if I find anything interesting. All right, I knew that the trail ran from Natchez up to Nashville, Tennessee, and as you can see right now, I am in Clinton, and I am heading towards Jackson. So I'm going to do this little strip here of the trail and see what I can find around Clinton. to Jackson, Mississippi. All right, so my dog wants to know why I've stopped. And so I'm just reading a little bit of the history here about the Osborne stand, which is basically an inn or a shop. And they were located along the route here. And so there's a board in front of me, which you can see here. And it tells a little bit about the story of Noble Osborne and how he treated travelers the same whether they were Choctaw or American. And this stand was here for a good 20 years or so. I guess when the capital though moved to Jackson, so did a lot of the traffic. So he was here, I guess, from 1811 to 1821. So things change, just like Route 66, just like everything else in the world. It's always changing. All right, I'm going off to explore some more history and this national park. Bye. All right, so here's another historical landmark where it really just talks about the Choctaw Agency, which is actually this guy, Silas Dinsmore, and he lived among the Indians and was kind of negotiating between the U.S. government and them. And so they had, he lived here from 1807 until just after the Treaty of Doak's Stand in 1820. So remember, the stands were different, like inn places, and Doak must have owned that stand. So learning a little bit more about history, which I read some of, but it's always better to experience it in person and get a better understanding. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm almost done with my route that I've picked, so we'll see if there's anything else left. All right, everybody, I've completed my journey on about a 10-15 mile segment of the Natchez Trace. I did see this trail kind of along the whole thing as well, so it's like a walking, biking trail. I saw deer and some creek along the way as well. I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but we don't have time to do everything. Actually, it's like 350 miles long, right? So I just did a little section of it to see what it was like and understand a little bit more about how things used to be in this area. And to enjoy, I mean, it was a beautiful drive. I got some pictures of the clouds as they were changing. I think it's pretty nice, and I'm sure in the fall it would be amazing with the leaves changing color. There's a lot of evergreens, but there's also a lot of trees that would change color, so that would be pretty cool. All right, I gotta think about dinner with Elaine soon, so see you in a little bit. I saw a sign for a reservoir, so I took a little detour and enjoyed the view for a few minutes. This is the Ross R. Barnett Reservoir, and it's near Madison, just outside of Jackson, Mississippi.